They kind of caught us. Get off. I'll get back to him later. But now I'm going to address you. Yeager Bombastic. So fantastic. 1/3 of the Triple Threat Brain Trust, known as T.A.G. I'm going to be giving you Yeager After Dark, where I go over Elevation and Dark via the YouTube series right here in your home on YouTube. So to kick things off, we're going to go into Elevation on Monday, where the Wingmen gave a little promo on Bear Country and how they're going to give them and Dante Martin a hostile makeover. And we get right into it with Peter Avalon and Ryan Nemeth going up against Bear Country. Wingmen jump Bear Country. Well, shit, I should just say, before I get ahead of myself, that Bear Country kind of dominates Ryan Nemeth and Peter Avalon. They're tiny. Bear Country is just bears. Anyways, despite their loss, the Wingmen then jump Bear Country after the match, and then give their foreboding that Dante Martin's gonna lose against JD Drake, and only time will tell on that. Next up, we had Emi Sakura go up against Missy Kate. Missy Kate missed a win here. Lance Archer went up against GPA. Lance Archer brought GPA to the ring on his shoulders, then had a 2-minute match with him for that win. Next up, we had a very interesting match between Kiera Hogan and Blair Onyx, where Kiera Hogan sinked her teeth into this W by doing a hooked swinging neckbreaker pin. It looked awesome. She did the whole tippy toe pin. It was nice. It won over Eddie Kingston, or at least the move did. After that, we had a Big Swole cut a promo for Diamante for AEW's first ever 3 strikes match. Now, for those of you who have no idea what a 3 strikes match is, because neither did I up until that night, a 3 strikes match is where first strike is a pinfall, second strike is a submission, third strike is a knockout. Very cool match type, to be honest. And I don't know why they didn't advertise this on one of the bigger shows like Rampage or Dynamite, but AEW works in mysterious ways, and I can't really argue with them. After that, we had Nyla Rose go up against Laney Luck. Laney Luck is starting to see more and more action. However, she has not seen enough to take on the native beast, where Nyla Rose picked up a victory. After that, we had Anthony Bowens go up against Griff Garrison. Solid match between the two up until Max Caster showed up for a surprise attack and punched Griff Garrison in the face with a chain and got Anthony Bowens the W. Right after that, we had Brian Pillman show up behind the win and try to attack the Acclaimed with a pool stick. Very unique weapon of all weapons that are in a wrestling roster or a wrestling repertoire of weapons to use. But you know what? It was unique enough to get the attention, so I guess it did its job. After that, we had Red Velvet go up against Queen Aminata, and what was honestly a good competition, a good contest. You should check it out. After that, we had Dark Order's promo where Uno was apologizing to Alex Reynolds, and Five starts speaking up, letting Uno know that he is not happy with how things have been happening. And you know what? He's fed up with it, and he wants to wrestle Uno. And you start seeing the rift widen between members of the Dark Order, where Silver and 10 follow up with 5, while Stu, Uno, and Cole Cabana are just together. Following that rift, we had Silver and 10 themselves go up against Travis Titan and Isaiah Moore. This ended with what Johnny Hungy calls the Rainbow Bomb, into 10 immediately picking up Titan putting him in the full Nelson and just knocking him out. Excuse me, allergies. Following that, we had the aforementioned wingman match where J.D. Drake went up against Dante Martin. Dante Martin honestly powered through the numbers game here because the rest of the wingmen were ringside and messing around with Dante Martin while the ref wouldn't look. But hey, the human highlight reel himself pulls out a W. After that, we had Riho versus the newly shown Sky Blue. And honestly, it was a nice little match, a little close match, but Riho is, of course, going to get the W here. And for our main event, we had the trio of Moxley, Darby, and Eddie Kingston go up against Chaos Project and RSP. I think you all know how that went, but it was still a solid, like, 10-12 minute match. So, hey, check it out if you feel like you want to. After that, we had Dark, where Lance Archer kicked things off by chasing Jason Hotch to the ring and then abruptly ending his match with Jason Hotch via his finisher. After that, we had the Bunny go up against Laney Luck, where that was a match. The Bunny took the W there. After that, we had the aforementioned 5 versus Evil Uno match, while Stu and Colt were on Uno's side, and of course 10 and Silver were on 5's side. Uno kind of dominates 5 here, and just feels conflicted about beating up on 5. However, before he can get like some words into 5 immediately leaves, and actually I'm sorry, the other way around. Before you can get, think about getting some words in 2-5, Uno leaves, and we're just unsure about what's going on here. If you've seen Dynamite, you see that this rift is only getting worse. Next up, we had the return of the Acclaimed with Anthony Bowens and Max Caster coming out, some papers in hand of their approved or management approved rap to start off their match. Came out very dry, very plain, very not acclaimed. And Max Caster decides to throw it all out. However, one of the bigger taglines in this whole new rap that they were giving is that they were going to make Robert Anthony cry like that one fan did for Phil. To which the commentator was like, Phil, who's Phil? They're playing it off. We already know Phil is CM Punk. After the Acclaimed, of course, take that W, we had Joey Janela go up against a man named Lee Moriarty. Should sound familiar, although not too familiar. Joey Janela had the unnamed woman Kayla Rossi. If you follow her on Instagram, you're doing yourself a favor. But we had Kayla Rossi getting herself in the match, not in the ring, but on the outside, like just going ahead and attacking Lee Moriarty whenever she could. Of course, Joey Janela gets the W here, but Sonny Kiss attacks Joey post match and honestly just shows out for that. Following that, we had Stu Grayson and Colt Cabana go up against RSP and Travis Titan. Now, I don't know how RSP is still alive after his 6-man tag match, but him and Travis Titan put on a solid showing. But of course, Stu Grayson and Colt Cabana are going to take the W home there for the Dark Order. In our main event of it all, we had Big Swole and Diamante in their previously discussed 3 strikes match. Now, honestly, this is a unique little match on the whole. But as the match progressed, we had Diamante take the roll-up pin, grabbing the trunks and whatnot. Then a couple more minutes of action go by, and Swole surprisingly gets a little heel hook tap out of Diamante. And as soon as that happened, like, the weapons came out. And by weapons, I mean chains. I don't know how these people just got chains, but they just found chains of all weapons and started using them on each other. But to cap it all off, Swole pulls some chains out of her trunks and hits Diamante with the Dirty Dancing and knocks Diamante out cold. Where I'm hoping now Diamante is going to go on to do her tag team action, and Swole will move on to bigger and better things. But as I always say, this has been Yeager with his guaranteed 10 minutes or less of AEW recap. And all I can do is give a big too sweet to y'all and my bros that are watching. Bam!